never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Atlanta Falcons. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a dump off to White. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Ready? Ready? 53 Linda!
On first down, Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Sugar! Alpha! Wide! Here we go.
Brady will try again on second down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for New England. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Dancing to his left. His pass caught at the 4. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Brady to throw again. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 4 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gronkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. 12.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
New England Patriots taking over on offense, and 3 weeks in, I don't think many people saw them at 1 and 2, Charles. And this is an interesting note, back-to-back losses by 10 or more points for the first time since 2002.
I don't normally do a bunch of numbers when it comes to New England. The only number that matters is the number of Super Bowl rings. But what you brought up is very interesting. Minus 20 in scoring differential through their first 3 games, and that's their worst since 1995. So a lot of negative numbers showing up on the side of New England at this point. But do we believe it'll continue this way? I certainly don't.
I don't. At least not for long. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time defensively. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Right. There we go. Hey, wait.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Well, before last week, Dan Quinn said that he wanted to get Calvin Ridley more involved in the offense, and he did that. 7 catches, 146 yards, 3 touchdowns against the Saints.
And compare that with just 4 catches in the first 2 weeks of the NFL season. So, yeah, DQ, he told his coaches what he wanted. They got right to it, and Calvin Ridley, boy, what a big day. Julio Jones only had 3 touchdowns all of last year. But keep this in mind. All the coverages are going to kick towards Julio Jones. This gives Calvin Ridley a great opportunity to continue to have days such as he had on Sunday.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21. Gun. On. Gun.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Allen has it, left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
11.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he rips that one incomplete there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, express.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
11. Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Shadow! Sugar, sugar! Wait! Go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
29, Alpha! Hey, it's a right! Sub! Who's 20? White 20! Sugar!
On second down, here's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards.
Right! Right! Sub! Right! Check it!
Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. Into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Regular. Shadow. Sugar. 50's the mic.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. Able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Wait, 20. We need him. Go. Regular.
Now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Gun. 12.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. Being chased out left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Gun. Hey, Tuesday. Wait.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Gun.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Gun.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, I Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Hey, let's go.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
20. Left.
On third down, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Patriots have it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 44.
380. 31. Regular. Check 26. Hey, watch that. 54. Go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Wait. Sugar. Stop. 54. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Check 54. Go. Check back. Sugar. Sugar. Go.
On first down, Brady. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Brady to throw on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He hits White, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Like 20. Go. Ready?
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
29. Alpha. Here we go. Wait.
Brady to throw again. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like